I think if we contrast now with last year, then I think we're in much better shape. Last year was a particularly difficult winter for us. We were struggling with competitiveness, we were struggling with reliability. So I think we've had a really solid winter. We've been reliable, the car's been competitive, the drivers have enjoyed it, the car has performed as we expected it to, and when we've upgraded it, then the upgrades have delivered what our predictions stated they would. So that's always an encouraging sign. Then you've got a car that's responding well to change, and we know now that we've got some development momentum and we can carry on pushing the car and make sure we're competitive, not just in Australia, but of course for the whole of the season. This could be the start of a fantastic season where we win lots of races, we win championships. But it could also be a very difficult year. Who knows? You know, until you get into the season, you can't, with any confidence, predict how it's going to go. I think we're all racers. Lots of us have been here many times before, sometimes a few decades of doing this, but it's still exciting. You know, you don't really know from winter testing whether you're competitive. Your analysis says you are, but you might be wrong. So there's that tinge of nervousness, anticipation, excitement. I think for all of us, you know, we want to get to Australia, get into this season and see how we can make progress. Well, Jensen and Lewis are out-and-out competitors, they're racers. I think they've enjoyed the car, they have the sense from the team, they have the sense from their own experience now, they're both experienced world champions, that they have a car that can win races and potentially put them in a position to be world champions again at the end of this year. So they're both excited, they're both very focused. They've got their own internal contest, they want to beat each other. But of course they also have been looking at the Red Bulls, the Mercedes, the Ferraris and trying to ascertain, are we good enough to beat them this year? I think they sense that we are, they sense that we've got a car that's capable of winning races and getting the job done this year. The team enjoys Australia. I mean, it's a great country, it's a nice relaxed atmosphere, it's quite a nice place to start. The circuit itself, it's you know, it's close to downtown Melbourne, so you feel the city gets excited when there's a Grand Prix in town. So those are all great things. Lots of different challenges at that circuit, but it's seen some great excitement there in the past. It can be very hot, it can be very wet, you can have all sorts of other challenge, and there's always a lot of challenge when you've got a new car and an unknown season. So I think everyone's going to enjoy their time there and hopefully we'll enjoy it even more on Sunday afternoon. We'll be running pit wall on McLaren.com, and I think that's an opportunity for our fans to actually feel part of the team live during every practice session, qualifying and the race. There's a lot going on for us. We find it exciting, the data that we have available, and some of that we can make available via McLaren.com I think adds to our fans and adds to the spectacle. The more you become immersed in that, you know, the more interesting Formula One is, and hopefully we'll have some great stories this year, some great races, and really, you know, we're doing it for our fans. You know, we want to win. We certainly have loyal fans around the world and we want to be successful for them.